welcome to part 8. I believe it's part 8 of Dragon Age the Veilguard. We're at the docks and we just broken into the chantry here. There's a lot of people dead. We don't know what's going on, so we're checking it out. I saw something I could read. Where was it? Over there. Blood spattered note. Another complaint. Rumors of someone shifty carrying some sort of relic. People are worried it's unstable and might draw demons. Could be nothing. But we've got so many people on edge. I'm sending you to the temple. Just check it out so we can say we did. I'll meet you after. L.
Couldn't escape the demons. If there's family or a friend, I can track them down later. Make sure they know.
Is this what we're after?
Let me take a look. You got it.
Relic. Courtyard. Back way.
What was that?
It's a remnant. An echo from the Fade drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me.
Don't mind me. I'm just getting this stuff. Sorry, Andraste.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Got it. All right, follow me.
Take the lead.
You know, I took this job. It's on me. And the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out...
We're here to help. Besides, you promised us a tour.
It's fair warning.
The threads took care of it.
They keep trouble away. You've got to give them that.
They fought a demon, but now what do you owe them?
They said it was a favor.
Just pay on time.
The threats? Not sure what that is about.
The relic was close. Find another remnant and we might learn more.
Up there. Is that another remnant?
How are we gonna get up there?
There's always a way to get places.
So many people in Minrathous. Don't you get lost in the crowd?
Sometimes that's just what you want.
Silver? Gold? Gemstones?
Sorry. I'm just
Business is slow today.
trying to. Can we get onto something?
How about a painting?
I'm so sorry for your wares, sir. I'm just trying to you see that glowing bit there? I'm just trying to get to it. Oops, I'm so sorry.
Coin doesn't go as far as it used to.
Coins on the street, did you know that?
Hey, any news?
Navgalis, are you after the demons?
I'm after a few things. You got anything?
Heard some people talking. I think one was a Venatori. I didn't get a good look. I took off before they saw me.
Smart move. Stay safe.
Maybe over here. I might just. Come on. Hold on. It's the Grey Warden song.
Anyone strange poking around the market?
You mean more than usual? Actually, maybe. The smuggler who supplies Miro, she's acting weird. Took off, though. Couldn't tell you where.
Got it.
Ooh, Grey Warden, what have you done? Don't completely
There's so much on display. If it's
memorize
not
little
brought in, won't
lines.
someone take it?
If a stand's not watched, there's a nasty spell on the most valuable item. And a random one, just for fun.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
Now we're just getting further and further away from the remnant. How do we get on top? Can no one give me a little boost? Just a little. Come on. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at this.
I also sell maps for those with wanderers' hearts.
Do we get it from the roof, maybe?
Things for beautiful people.
I think the other side is probably where we need to be.
Coin to spare?
Sure.
Maseranis.
Demons in the streets tonight. Can you get somewhere safe?
Here we go.
Almost there. Remnants ahead.
Now, can we get this to go up? Maybe? Oh, we just go here. Never mind.
I'm on it.
Handoff. Third bell. Late.
Bells ring when ships go in and out. Could be using them for timing, near the docks. I think our smuggler's on a deadline. The relic's pull agrees. Let's visit the docks.
That's a long way down. Hope no one's scared of heights.
Elevator's locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
Shut away.
Food later?
Oh, yes, please.
I think so.
All right, through here. Sure thing.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Dogtown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Ducktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
Ooh. 77 defense. However, 15% instead of 21 ability damage. I'll equip it, see if I like it.
They were back asking questions. Wanted to know what relics I'd seen on the black market.
You think it's for blood magic? I've heard some rumors.
I don't know, not for sure, but I got a bad feeling.
Come on, this path will swing back to the docks.
More demons.
We can't leave him loose. They're at range.
Under fire! Watch it!
Your turn.
Got us at range. Watch it!
Coming at range. Nice, Rook.
The longer that relic's in Dogtown,
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
The Inquisition had to deal with the Venatori.
Ah, yes.
A lot.
The cult speaks fondly of you.
That's, really?
You were a thorn in their
Pardon.
side. I'd say that's flattery.
Pet the kitty. I love how the controller actually vibrates as the cat is purring. I love that little detail. It's so cute. Scribbled note. There are more of us than them. Bring the light. We need to go that way, but I'm seeing something over here. Where does that go? Thank you, Spite. Oh, oh, and then there's something over there too.
I've got this.
Nev? Protection records. The threats aren't the only record in town. When word spread, the coin will come to me. Demons take one look at me and run. It's highly arrangement. Who is going to argue with me then? Not sure why the demon wants a cut. No gold in the fade, is there? But it insists. Whatever. I'm in control.
Was this protection racket run by a demon?
Every third person runs a scam here. Guess the demon wanted in.
Did people know that's who they were paying?
Corvid calling mask. The Canis might like this mask.
Demons? Buy the supplies? I barely got away. And not when it bruises.
Venatori? You're serious?
Cult's getting bold again.
Anyone fancy a drink? I do.
What can I get for you? Some grub? Some grog?
Ooh, Ravani moonshine. No, thank you. I'll skip on the moonshine. Kirk will select 936. Wheelbarrow survived the Kirkwall Rebellion, but this is bottled from one of them. Permanently boosts all damage by plus 1% when acquired. Sure. Minrathous white. Smoked sausages, apples, breadstick, yum.
Some days we have a mystery stew.
Mystery stew? Doesn't have any cats in it, does it? People.
Home sweet home. Enjoying the tour? We're getting closer. Here goes nothing.
Soon, the buyer meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn. Not Rennie. Shouldn't it belong to the Venatori?
Not a chance.
All set.
Finish it!
This channel.
Making the rest of us look bad, Rugger.
We're under fire.
Death is our
You say something?
Oh, looks like we have company.
You don't say.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Rana!
Templar Rana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
Of course, you don't have much choice. I could ask that of you. Of course.
I'd like to think so.
All right. If you have anything on the relic.
I thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev?
I get the feeling you two have stories.
And they all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
Doctor?
I'll make sure there's no one else here.
In Nev's short story, she's tracking down this mystery assassin with a mask that's killing former Venatori, and they're collecting their, what was it, like brooches or necklaces or something. And turns out that this assassin is a Venatori themselves and need these seals for resurrecting another demon that apparently was worse than Corypheus. So Nev's on the trail and trying to stop them. And Rana over here was working on this case as well. But there was some friction because Rana and the Templars have all these rules, all these things they have to follow, and Nev was a little bit annoyed because that was just slowing things down. So eventually, when Nev discovered all the truth and knew the location of where this ritual was going to take place. She went to Rana to ask for help. She said she couldn't. She had to wait for the Knight Captain. And then what she did instead, when Nev leaves and indeed goes all by herself, she then tells the Knight Captain, hey, Nev is breaking in. We need to stop her. She's also a powerful mage. So she kind of tricks the Knight Commander or Knight Captain. I think Knight Commander, right? She tricks them into kind of helping. It's like, oh, we need to get to Nev. But then once they get there, they see this ritual taking place and they see the Venatori, and then they need to help. They don't really have another choice. So that is Rana. That's her story, her background. Where do we go again? That way. Is there something over here?
Rana's not a shadow dragon. So you work with Templars too?
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search.
Wait. We just went in circles. Oh, we go up here. Gotcha.
A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
That's one down.
Two. Where's the other one? Over there.
Must be one left. That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving. Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris. Your relic.
Gods rise and power with them. For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
Place where
You're supposed to wait.
they sure switch out their gods pretty quickly.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt.
Sure. How do we get out of here? This way. Hello?
We have our relic buyer.
Venatori don't need that relic.
You're here to stop me.
You can't stop the Venatori. This power...
What? Impress a risen god. Control it.
Shut up!
The Venatori power is on the rise, and this part's mine.
Keeping that relic. Got him in position.
Rana, here to check on me.
Wasn't expecting a fight.
Well, surprise. We're on fire. Look out!
You okay, bro? Whatever you say. Ranged attackers. Ranged incoming. Someone follow up.
You won't walk away from here!
More demons. We can't let them get loose.
We need to stop them here.
You think I will...
Yeah, I think.
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori arrived.
Hill Hydra moment.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
Not the tour I expected.
If we hadn't been there, how many people would be hurt? And Bataris doesn't care.
No.
But you do.
Isn't that the rub?
So what now?
We stopped the demons. We got the relic. And the smuggler. The shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
Who's this? Whenever I just hear Varric's voice, it just immediately makes me happy. There we go. The bonds have increased as well. Plus 100 Shadow Dragon strength. And we've got exhaustive notes, so a bunch of rewards. The last time Varric told us something, I didn't quite react to it, or maybe it was a while ago. But it was after the Metas crossing, and he was talking about like corruption, people being corrupted, and it showed a bunch of people that we knew, like Knight Commander Minrathous and Corypheus, Bartrand, just a bunch of people that we know throughout these games. And I don't know if they tried to imply something about that they were all corrupted by Blight, Rednerium, the Elven Gods. I don't know. But I didn't really quite react to it at the time. But as I was editing, I was like, hey, this is actually pretty interesting. Following a Shadow Dragon lead and a tip from her temple contact, Rana, Neve stopped Venatori Albin Bataris from claiming a dangerous relic. But the involvement of the Third Crime Syndicate took Nev by surprise. Working with the cult's not their style. What's worse, Bataris' rich father bribed his son out of trouble. Nev wasn't happy. That's her life in Minrathous. She takes the win she can get.
I should see what Nev has to say.
Yeah. Should probably check in with everyone.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown?
Sure. Shadows of Minrathous. Let's take a look at the journal. So this is a main story quest. Rook seeks out shadow dragons in Minrathous while hoping for news on the Elven Gods. Nev suggested that Rook seek out the shadow dragons in Minrathous' Docktown. The Venatori cult is causing trouble in the city, and the ancient Elven Gods might be behind their recent activity. I'm not quite sure what to do next. Let me first make my rounds. I don't think anyone has anything to say. But let me just check to be sure.
Stones, but it doesn't always work. Is it me? Is it the fade? I need to practice.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. You just learned this.
The fires are lit.
Rook, hi. Hey.
Oh, there you are. Right, let's make a decision. What should we do? Let me first see if I've got any new codexes. Or... Thoughts on Isaternol. Harding. How can anything be both all and one together but separate? It doesn't make sense, does it? But of course it doesn't make sense. You can't make sense of an idea without a word to define it, to give it shape and boundary. Maybe Isaternol is a word we forgot, and then we forgot that Isaternol was possible. Think about ants. Ants know what they are. They know their purpose, and they must understand, instinctively, how that purpose fits within the whole. But what if it doesn't end there? What if their consciousness isn't just individual? What if the nest itself knew what it was? A collective sentience of some kind. Nothing says the ants don't have a collective sentience. We just assume they don't, because they're ants. Ants, or bees, or darkspawn? Now there's a thought. Love Dagna. She still calls herself the Inquisition Arcanist. That's cute. I can more reliably use my new abilities now, thanks to Rook's encouragement. Oddly enough, it's easier to handle certain kinds of rock. Some just don't seem to respond to me. Is it a titan thing? Maybe some stone was closer to, or part of a titan? Maybe I just need to get better? I don't know. It must be stone sense. Just extra. I can now do the things that people with stone sense can't do. If I concentrate hard, I can tell if there's a cavern close by, or water, or a lyrium vein. I can tell different types of rock apart. They sound different. But I'm listening with something other than my ears. That makes no sense written down, but it feels true. It does make sense. Dearest Lace, remember when Sir Ross bucked and threw you and you landed face first on that pitchfork? Ooh, ouch. There were so many tears in those first weeks from not recognizing yourself in the mirror. But that was mostly the swelling, and in the end, the scar didn't wound anything. You learned to accept it as part of you. Of course, the Titan's gift changes you. Every day is something new. Sometimes it's little, sometimes it's big, and so often it's painful. But it doesn't lessen us. Change is difficult, but all growth is, and a thing that stops growing, well, it's dead, isn't it? I do worry, of course, about what it all means, but I've always worried a little about your ventures. Whatever comes, I know you are strong enough to bear it. Love, Ma. Getting the strong feeling that Orzammar doesn't want to acknowledge the Titan's existence. You think the capital of Dwarven civilization will be interested in the history of our people. But nope. Almost 10 years since Shape of Volta connected with her Titan, and they don't care. I know they know. I delivered the Inquisition report to the Assembly myself. Well, technically I delivered it to an Assembly aide, because I'm a servicer and I don't get to be anywhere near the Assembly Hall. Sure wasn't fun learning that. Records that exist outside of Orzammar mention great sleeping titans, and the first ancestors. Maybe Orzammar's leaders removed all reference to the Titans from their memories on purpose. They done something similar to what was it? The golems. they kind of erased all of that as well. Maybe they buried our report on Velta for the same reason. Are they afraid of something? Maybe accepting that we all came from Titans makes it harder for them to defend the caste system and their treatment of the casteless. Ugh. I've been thinking about Cal Sharok. Aside from Orzammar, it's the only other great Thaig we know about. It was supposedly destroyed in the first blight. The Thaig was a darkspawn's path, and the dwarves sealed it off and retreated to Orzammar. They abandoned their own people, and then, about 20 years ago, we learned that the city has survived and continues to hold a terrible, unjustified grudge against Orzammar. Cal Sharok has secrets, many, many secrets. How they survived the blight is one, and I hope a greater understanding of the Titans is another. Charter knows people who can put me in touch. I hope they're okay talking to me. It doesn't matter if they don't know much more than I do. If they accept the Titans and are curious about them, there'll be a huge improvement over Orzammar. An old unsigned letter haphazardly filled with handwriting samples, a note annotated by Nev. Nev Gallus, a slight slant in the penmanship, narrow loops. I know you know who I am. I know you're a few people, and another I didn't know about. Check. I suspect you know who I work with. Smooth connectors, good ink, but can't fully hide the flourish. Expensive schooling. A time and place will follow. You'll know them when you see them. If you're interested, we could use someone like you. Is this where I bring the light? Interesting. Oh. So we can either keep doing the Shadow Dragons thing, we can do Balara's quest, or we can do Lucanus's quest. And then there is another Lucanus quest, talking to Tiega and Viago. And we've got something else here in Docktown. I think I'll do this one last. So I can either go with the Shadow Dragons, or I can do this thing. Let's just keep doing the Shadow Dragons thing. Sure.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Hello. Oh.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
I know Darkspawn. I'll help. No time to waste. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Ooh. Where are we? Some kind of Shadow Dragon hideout? Let me take a look around. So let me sniff about a little bit. Nowhere to go. Alright. Never mind then.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Odd. Anvalanim is the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh. Interesting.
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. Till next time.
I'm Hector. I watch the front. Make sure things are quiet.
Rook.
Good to meet you. Be careful out there.
It's not so bad out here, right? Get to sleep listening to sounds of the harbour.
Oh, I see. Now we're getting to here. This was previously
The
blocked.
Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Keep an eye out. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
There we go.
Got us at a distance.
We die for the god.
Time to finish them.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
I see it. Whoa! Oh, what's this? Inquisition, Kirkwall, Valerian dagger. There's all this. If that is the Lord of Fortune by my head. It's the sign for the Tranquil over there. Who's done this?
Got it.
It's dark down here, isn't it?
Ah, yes. There's definitely blight down here.
Ooh.
Don't like the sound of that. Can't get through here. But we've got to clear the obstacle somehow. That did it. We can get through now.
I got flight on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. Don't let them run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori? We have to take out the leaders.
Ouch.
Hey, Rook, nice shot.
Fine.
Coming out of those pools of light. We have to destroy them. Nice, Rook. That did something, but there must be another.
Nice move, Rook.
Ranged attackers!
Stop blocking, that's rude.
Someone follow up!
Watch out!
Ow.
Got it covered.
Got him in position! They're shooting over us!
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
Yeah.
I know, and I don't like it. Darkspawn usually hate all life. At least that seems to be the last of them.
You sure?
Wouldn't be a warden if I wasn't.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
I was looking down there and I thought, well, that's just let them hurt each other, but then I noticed they're not attacking. So that's interesting. Because if the Venatori are working for the Elven Gods, and the Darkspawn are being controlled by them as well, that does kind of confirm things. Is that all there is to this quest?
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
It's a Venatori plot. Best not to make assumptions. I'll fight both anytime.
Darkspawn or Venatori, makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go. The Viper, or Asher, I suppose, is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Does it work now? Yes, it does. Everyone.
Venatori. We're on the right track. Watch out. The Venatori have posted guards. Your turn. Finish it. On to you.
Seeing the dock and seeing the ships does make me think of Isabella. I really wonder if she's in this game or not, because I do believe we are going to Ravane at some point. So who knows? Another kitty cat. Oh, can't pet this one. Shame.
We're not alone.
We must win! Someone follow up!
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Is this where we go into the ledge now?
Right. Here's our way in. That's all the Venatori guarding the place.
Got through that.
That sounds like magic, I think. Venatori up to no good, I bet.
What are they doing?
Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
Venatori and Darkspawn under their control. Stop them.
Not in my city.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing.
I'm seeing a lot of Nervous Bond has increased, so I really need to upgrade them. Yo. A warning. Shadow dragons are watching us. Do not let them get close. The exact location of their hideout is unknown, but they use the catacombs, send Darkspawn to root them out.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the
blight.
city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
Venatori missive. Knight Commander Lenos. Oh, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Continue to serve us, and he'll be richly rewarded for the glory of Tevinter reborn. So he is working with them. Wasn't the case in the short story, at least it didn't seem so. Like, yeah, he seemed more strict and following the rules, and he seemed a little bit reluctant, but in the end he did help defeat the Venatori. Perhaps he didn't really have another option because Rana tricked him.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Still at chanting. Guess we have to go down? Can we? No. Ritual instructions. Elganon has blessed us with ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name. Instructions follow for a magical ritual to draw on the relic's power. It is interesting though how the Venatori are all about restoring Tevinter's glory, but the Elvenan and Tevinter used to fight one another. So it's interesting how they just chose to follow Elganon and Gillinan just because they're powerful. I don't think Elganon or Gillinan are really interested in restoring Tevinter to their glory.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
Oh, there was something to read. Should have done it before. Damn you, Viper.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillinan like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
I think we've only scratched the surface. It will get worse.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
not how I expected her to look or sound. Minrathous is Doria's friend. Pretty much like bestie, to be honest. Hi, I'm Rook. We do need help. Who are you? Also, I just killed a bunch of Darkspawn and Venatori for y'all. Plus, I'm a friend of Nev's, and now you're all just like, can we trust you? Fuck off. Hi, I'm Rook.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori, and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Minrathous is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Minrathous Talani, formerly Magister.
Former.
Minrathous Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against Risen Gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
The Venatori serve the Risen Gods, who have given the cultists magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. The cultist's influence and power spreads, which means trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond. You have been acknowledged as a Shadow Dragon ally. Cool. And we have a more exploration.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them.
Gain help from the wardens.
They're telling us to watch out for Darkspawn.
Will we get any help from the Grey Wardens?
I imagine the Grey Wardens have their hands full elsewhere.
Do you remember a time when candle shops didn't run messages through the city? Such remarkable magical constructs. They seem to have no particular allegiance to the palace and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to actively avoid the cold. I even saw one burn their pamphlets. Where do they come from? And is it just me? Or have there been more candle shops around lately? Candle hops. Sorry. What is a candle hop? So I'm meeting Grey Wardens, which is going to be interesting, as it's my background.
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
If believing that makes you feel safer, sure.
Whew. Well, if Minrathous is in the game, that makes me think that Dorian is probably pretty nearby somewhere. I'm super interested in this warden. Just immediately running. Oh, hello.
Keep him busy?
I'm chasing a fraudulent enchantment scheme. It's harmless until the buyer thinks they're immortal.
You're
Anything
just
new?
standing there?
I'm sure you'll uncover something.
It is my mission to pet every dog and every cat in this game.
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter?
Not really,
What happens
no.
if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
Better be ready.
We're on fire! Look out!
Raged incoming!
Under fire! Watch it!
On to you! Take them out!
We need replacements!
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go here. Probably not. Okay, get there.
Candlehot conspiracy. Messages to no one.
Ruffled any feathers lately?
No. Or no one's tailed me if I did.
All right. If you run into trouble, get in touch.
Weekly Truth Story Idealist. Secret research at the Circle. What they're covering up. New translations of the Catacombs. Catacombs of Tablets. How a former mistranslation had us looking the wrong way. Can Dogtown's detective speak to cats? Feline leads in major cases. Snake people among us? It's the lizard people. Draft for the Weekly Truth. A series of chalk symbols was found on rocks along the shoreline. Along with the words, "The storm approaches," there was no sign of wreckage among the rocks, though this humble writer found a lantern of unusual make, but clearly meant for the prow of a boat. The tide has since stolen the message, but dear reader, we still must ask, was this a message from across the sea?
Did the Magisterium explain why the Archon's palace rained fire on the city?
Wasn't it a mistake? You know how finicky those magical defense systems can be.
It's just so sad. So many people were hurt. I'm sure they had
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
My past... Right. When I disobeyed orders and dropped a building on a darkspawn horde. I see you haven't forgotten.
Your report, Junior Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solus from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solus?
No, sir. Solus opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god, Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods, Elganon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil, they're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
We don't have time to play who's the Greyest Warden. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Calm down.
Are you
Everyone
prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Dorian! I missed him so much. I was also just gonna say, like, well, one, it seems like a lot of the Grey Wardens that are in charge constantly make the wrong decisions. Two, it was a junior Grey Warden that did save the damn world, that did save Thedas a long time ago. So don't you fucking dare pull this, oh, you're just a junior Grey Warden that is gonna fuck shit up and we're gonna take you in and then we're not gonna listen to you. No, we're not gonna do that. But thankfully, Dorian, with his quick tongue, already shut him up real quick. Ooh. Things, what it says, you just blackmailed him. Thank you. Who are you? This is supposed to be the funny answer.
You have blackmail material on the leader of the Grey Wardens just lying around.
Of course not. Where would I obtain something like that?
Oh, you were bluffing. That's actually scarier.
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mayvaris Talani, of the Shadow Dragons.
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mayvaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better.
Yeah.
Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Mayvaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I need the First Warden. I think we made an enemy. The First Warden's a problem. Do we need the First Warden? We need the Warden's help, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we need the First Warden. Maybe we can go around him somehow and recruit the Wardens directly. A little bit of a rebellion, I guess. He is definitely a problem. Maybe he's corrupted. I think we made an enemy. Yeah.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Minrathous lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Oh, I'm counting on it. What's this?
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to...
There's the joining and the calling, the beginning and the end. Every Grey Warden gets the first. They drink a potion of archdemon blood, laced with more magic than they know. If they survive, they sense Darkspawn, hear the Blight song. The Blight itself won't hurt so much. They'll be forever changed. I was forever changed. Not everyone survives joining. They end at the beginning. Others end the battle. They're killed by Darkspawn. Or maybe some other monster kills them. We go to sunless and forsaken places. We fight what would devour Thetis, and we don't always return. I've survived all those battles myself. It makes me no better than anyone else. Finally, there's the calling. And that is the end, no matter how far you've come. After the joining, the blind won't hurt so much, but it's still inside you, and in the end, it still wins out. The Blight song, the one you can only hear because you're a warden, starts to change. It starts to call you. At first, you can ignore it, and then one day, you can't. Because you're changing. At first, you can't see it, but then you can. In the veins in your arms, the circles under your eyes. So you leave. You find the biggest batch of Darkspawn you can. You take down as many as you can before the blight takes you. You leave the world a little safer. The other wardens will tell you that you'll know when the time comes, that you'll be certain when it's real. But they haven't heard the calling yet, and you wonder if it's really true, if you'll really know. You will. I do. I've got my spot in the deep roads picked out. Take care of yourself. A page torn from Warden Aaron's journal, left for Warden Theo. It does make me wonder, the Grey Warden that you play in Dragon Age Origins, it's revealed in, I believe, Dragon Age 2 or Dragon Age Inquisition, that they're out to kind of investigate the calling and try and see if there's a cure for it, but then you never really hear anything from it again. You don't really hear anything from the Warden, period. We know that, you know, Hawk has a part to play in Dragon Age Inquisition, but you just never really hear anything about the Warden. And this is like almost 2 decades after Origins. So the calling, if the Warden is still alive, must be like getting pretty close. I wonder if they'll ever like kind of get that closure. I would hope so. But yeah.
Talk to Varric.
Yeah, we need to talk to Varric. Varric probably has some things to say about Dorian.
Dumart's breath. I wasn't expecting to see.
I was expecting to see Dorian here. I was like, we've seen May, so you know, she tells us to go to this tavern. That's like the perfect spot for Dorian to hide. So I was expecting him a little bit, but still, like, hearing his voice and seeing him, I've missed him so much. He was definitely my favorite companion in Inquisition. I mean, I did romance him, so that should be pretty obvious. I don't know if I really like his new look that much. He seems a little bit more like Dorian from Temu instead. Or maybe it's just something I have to get used to. It's not too bad. It's just different, I guess. But it was so good to see him. Really. We'll talk to Varric in the next episode. For now, this is gonna be it. Have a good day or a good night, and take care.